Hi, I want to share with you 10 common email mistakes that I learned from Terry Dean at terrydean.org. Here's the first one. It's really having no empathy within your emails. And what you want to do to turn this around is to demonstrate to your readers that you understand their situation and also that you understand what they're trying to achieve. And if you do that, they'll have greater faith in you. And what they will also do is, if you are able to define their problems and their aspirations accurately, they will also assume that you can help them with your services and with your information too. The second mistake is being wishy-washy. What I recommend you do instead is really to be authoritative within the emails that you write, and when you make recommendations or share tips, really be solid in the tips that you give and really be direct in the tips that you give. So don't play about, just really give useful information and give it in an authoritative way. The third mistake is being robotic, and what this is about is really, sending out the same old emails in the same old tired way. What you want to do instead is to mix things up a bit, give your email subscribers some variety so that they're more likely to be engaged in your message. So look for ways in which you can make your messages a bit more unpredictable in terms of their content so that people look forward to receiving them. The fourth mistake is making paragraphs too long. What you need to bear in mind is that most people will read your emails from a computer screen, and it's a lot harder to read text off a computer screen than in print. So make sure your paragraphs are short and that there's plenty of white space to make your emails inviting so that they're read. And if they're read, you've got a greater chance then that people are going to click on your links as well. Speaking of which, the fifth mistake is really leaving your links that you want people to click too late within your message. What Terry Dean recommends at terrydean.org is really to place your links early in your message, also at the end, and maybe in between too, so that you give a greater chance that people are going to see those links and click on those links as well. The sixth mistake is really having an inconsistent from address or from name. And what you want to do here, if you want to maximize the deliverability and the amount of people that actually read your message, is to have a consistent name and address that you send your messages from, so people are better able to spot that the message is from you, and if you've been sending them good content, they'll want to read it as well. The seventh mistake is really being too much of a salesperson within your email, and what you want to do instead is to be more of an information giver, more of a helper, more of a consultant, being of use to people that are reading your emails rather than just purely pitching all the time. The eighth mistake is really having no multimedia within your email messages. And what you need to bear in mind is that nowadays the internet is very much a multimedia environment. So there's been an explosion in video content recently, and prior to that audio content. So wherever possible, look for ways to introduce video content within your emails, audio content within your emails, and also other ways of engaging people so that people have more ways of seeing your message and absorbing your message as well. Now, the ninth mistake is really being boring within your emails, and there's no need to do that. What you want to do is to find ways of injecting your personality within your emails, but also delivering the content that you have in an exciting and engaging way so that people read it and then are more likely to act upon it. And finally, the final email mistake is really being inconsistent. And what is much better is to be consistent in the rate at which you send your emails and the formatting of your emails as well, so that people know what to expect and they know when to expect it. When I first started sending out my regular newsletter, I did it religiously on a Wednesday morning, and always got it out before noon that day. And what that did for me was it made it easier for me to write my emails, but also it made it easier for my audience to then know when to expect my emails and then read my emails as well. So I hope you found these 10 common email mistakes useful. And again, I got these from Terry Dean at terrydean.org.